Hello, everybody. This is our first ever podcast, and I'll be showing off your host today. First, we're going off with Cody,
That's me. I'm Cody.
and then we'll have Gabriel next.
Hi, that's me. Hello.
Next is Sucky,
Yeah, I'm just some retard sitting here playing Doom.
and we got Blake.
What's up, boys? Happy to be with you on the first pilot podcast.
Blake S.
here.
Welker.
And yours truly, too. And you don't need to know too much about me. I'm just gonna be the
Just say
host,
N-word.
main host on this show. Of course, we'll be going off a lot of big main topics. Some you might not know of, but some are very well known. But today we'll be starting off with microtransactions in games and what we think about them, and what you can put in the comments, and what you think about them. So, what do you guys think about microtransactions in games?
They're fun.
They're decent. They're depending. I say it depending on the game, but like
It is depending on the
Much
game.
bigger deal than it needs to be.
Honestly,
It is depending on the game.
Yeah, it depends entirely on the game.
Yeah,
Like, if it-
honestly.
If it's a
Yeah.
free game, then that's where they make their money. But like, if it's a big company that's already doing it and you like spent full price on the title, then like obviously it's greedy. But then again, like it's your fault if you're buying it. You're just giving in
Like
to
I'd
it.
say,
No one made you do that.
I'd say companies such as like EA.
People complain about it, but it's like you control it.
yeah, GTA is like pretty big on that shit now.
Well, not just that. I was
It
saying like
is,
EA
yeah.
games. Like there
Wait,
are
well,
so
EA
many.
games
Oh yeah,
the, like,
EA's.
biggest nuisance when it comes to microtransactions.
Actually, they Star Wars Battlefront recently, like they took out all microtransactions from that game, and it's doing like very
Well,
well.
when it comes to like getting a free game and then having microtransactions, I understand that entirely. And even if they put some
Yeah.
in the games that you have to buy anyway, that's still somewhat understandable. But when you put them in for just like progressing through the game, and when it stops you from getting through
yeah.
the game simply because you don't want to spend extra money, that's wrong. I don't think that's right at all.
Yeah, and like microtransactions, I think it's one of the biggest things that lead to like family downfalls. You see those little kids like taking their credit cards. Like it is a joke, but sometimes it's not, and like people are getting in big trouble. Some people are like running out of money because they put so much money into a certain game. This is what I feel
That's
like.
I have a
personal
teacher-
responsibility.
Yeah, there is.
I have a teacher at my school. His son took $450 off of his credit card for Fortnite. They have like more than 100,000 V-Bucks now.
Yeah, remember Trace when he was like flexing on everybody with Fortnite and how
No.
much money he put into it?
Yeah,
Like,
of a flex,
Jesus,
yeah.
that was so bad. Like,
Frost
you know,
Architect.
Fortnite was big. It was a good game. It was like a, game changer, let's say. But like, I feel like it induced gambling kind of in a way. Microtransaction is kind of in a way
Got to
gambling
get that loot box.
if you think about it.
Well, not necessarily with like Fortnite or anything like that, because you know what you're
But
buying.
things
like
But like
GTA,
with things where there's like loot boxes
GTA
and all that,
definitely
that's
endorses
yeah.
that, stuff like that.
Like it's like CS:GO. That game had
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. That caused so many problems when it came to microtransactions.
Actually,
Like a few years ago, T. Martin was just scamming a bunch of 9-year-olds.
right.
Hmm
That was kind of.
And like you also got some of these like bigger, influencers that are trying to push gambling through like all these different, transaction type things.
Oh yeah.
And that was pretty bad, especially those like fake, websites that say you could buy some and then spin a wheel to get it, but then literally you would never land on the big prize. You would always get like a toothbrush or a pencil.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it all
used
depends on the game. Because like games, it's
Used
smart
cum
of game
socks.
companies to do this. Like Fortnite is a free game, but it makes
Yeah.
the most money out of like all of the games that are out there right now.
It's got to
It
make
makes so
money
much money.
somehow. So yeah, I understand why they got microtransactions. Even though I feel it should have like a limit to how much money you can spend on it, like per day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you have
For
like
kids-
a cap, then like there won't be so much money being spent. Like a person cannot take $1,000 out of their fucking thing just to put into a game.
Right.
For kids these days, I feel like games are all about being the coolest, like having the coolest skins,
Yeah.
having the most stuff.
Yeah, it's
So it's
I
smart
mean-
of game companies.
the way I look at it is like back in the day, like you used to have like Pokemon cards were huge, and you would just spend loads of money getting the ones you wanted, and then you'd like go to school and flex to your friends, like, oh, I
Yeah,
got
the
this
fucking
one,
Beyblades, man.
Oh,
That shit was like,
I
Beyblades.
broke my Beyblade.
bruh.
Beyblades are sick, dude.
I remember putting a lot of
I
money.
remember
into
the
making
entire Beyblade theme song by heart.
I do too. It's pretty much the
Okay.
same sentence over and over again. It's kind of hard to forget.
Yeah, but
Skylanders.
don't take my glory.
I remember Skylanders.
Skylanders.
Yeah.
Skylanders weren't really a big
Bruh,
thing.
So-
Skylanders.
Honestly,
Skylanders was pretty balls, but like it was still huge for me.
I was a big fan of Skylanders, and the TV, like the show that came out afterwards, it wasn't bad,
Right.
you know. But like I didn't.
I never
find it
watched it.
super.
Speaking of shows, have you seen how they're remaking all of these shows? Like they're remaking like older shows, like He-Man and like good shows, and they're making it animated, and it sucks so bad. Like they're just
Yeah,
ruining it.
you know what sucks?
Like Teen Titans.
Oh no.
You know what sucks?
Yeah,
Game movies that try
He-Man
to
was
become
animated
games.
to begin with, though.
Teen Titans was good.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but they took the old Teen Titans and they just made it so much worse. Like they made it
Yeah.
like
It's awful.
it's yeah.
I didn't mind it.
It's just like, haha, funny poop fart.
Exactly. But like back
eat your vegetables, kids.
back
Yeah.
then- back
Just
back
play.
then it was actually cool and it had like a storyline, and now it's just a bunch of random crap that they just throw in there.
Right.
Honestly, what are you guys' thoughts on the like newest upcoming games and movies, especially Doom Eternal, because that is gonna be big. For
Bruh,
sure.
I'm playing
That's
Doom
gonna be
right now.
really good.
I'm playing
Like-
through the old Doom again. It's so much fun. Like it's honestly just this one compared to like the new one. I'm kind of afraid. Like they're always talking about how it's like it's still the same, just shoot everything in sight, but there's also like strategy to it, and like you want to save certain guns for certain enemies and like think about
Yeah.
what you're doing. But honestly, I'm afraid I'm just gonna be mowing everything down. Like I honestly don't think I'll be able to think while playing that
Well,
game.
that's like the whole purpose of Doom, though. Like that's what makes Doom Doom. It's just the goal.
Kill.
Well, yeah, but like
Just kill demons, pretty much.
it's not
Kill,
that they're
but kill.
toning down the shoot. It's just like there's actual rhyme and reason to it this time, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Which
I've heard
from
that
like
they're making
extreme.
a GTA 6.
nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah,
that-
they're
that's-
going to.
And
They're
I
going
think
it's
to.
just
It's such a
I
big,
think
like,
that would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk because that looks like a.
Oof.
Oh
Awesome
yes, Keanu Reeves.
No, it's not the
Yes.
fact that it has Keanu Reeves and everything. It's just CD Projekt Red is one of my favorite, like, developers, right beside Bethesda. But Bethesda is like meh now, especially
But
with
the
some,
fact
Yeah.
the fact that
76.
it does have Keanu Reeves makes it 100 times cooler than it originally was. Like everything that has Keanu Reeves in it is good.
Well, like when it came to CD
Please
Projekt
don't
Red,
bring
I was
back the
introduced to
Keanu
it.
memes.
I was, yeah, I was introduced to it through like The Witcher, and like The Witcher was amazing. I'm not a big fan of the show per se because Netflix adaptations are
I heard it's pretty
not
much like
always good.
like it may
They're
as well
all
have been like a
right.
ghetto version of like Game of Thrones, just like with a different
Yeah.
setup, you know?
The fact is, like,
Yeah.
when I read books and stuff, and when I see adaptations, I like to see it like, adapted. All the characters from the books are kind of close to the books, and then they changed it all up. They made like one of the biggest, even in the books, throughout all the books, the biggest white person into a black person. They made a human into a monster, and he became bad for some reason, even though throughout the book he's like helping everyone out.
See, like
And then they made the freaking
Yeah.
bard in the game like gay, even though he's straight the whole game.
I watched a
Like-
review
Yeah.
on The Witcher, and somebody had the exact same problem with it. Like see, in terms of like Game of Thrones or something like that was popular, they still get like diversity in there, but they just put it in when it makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
there's a difference between having like, let's say there's a gay character in a show. Like, it's fine if they were gay to begin with, but like if you're adapting something, you can't just change that for equality, or not equality, but like diversity, or like you can't just change the source material and then expect people to like it. Like, that's not how that works.
These days, you just have to have that in every show and every game, or else people aren't happy with it.
It is becoming a normal thing now. Like, that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to change characters for it. Or like, there's this one anime, I can't remember what it's called, but like, it was some like Gundam-esque anime, but basically like there was this one
that was a bad adaptation for sure.
Yeah, but like there was this one character that had like there was no explanation for him being gay whatsoever for the entire series. And then like the moment that like 2016 thing hit where they were like, oh, legalize gay marriage. Like the moment that hit, literally like a week later, they made an entire episode showing how he was gay, and like there was problems with him being gay among the crew and all that. And it's like, well, you're like 6 seasons in and you just now say that. Like, you're just throwing that in for diversity purposes. There's no actual reason to have it.
They do that in a bunch of shows like 911. They have a whole entire episode based on 2 gay guys.
Let's get this all straight though. None of us are homosexual, like against homosexuals and all all that. We're not homophobic.
None of us are homosexual.
We're not trying to discriminate. We're not discriminating.
We, love who you love, be who you want to be. But like when it changes the story or like the game or the movie, it really fucks us over.
Dude, they're not really...
There's a difference between not equality. I keep using that word. That's not the right word. Like, there's a difference between diversity and inclusion and just straight up changing it for money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, again, in the books of The Witcher, there are gay people, there are like lesbians, there are like a lot of different, sexualities. But like the fact that they didn't just put those characters in and had to change the main characters, was just really dumb. I really dislike that.
It's not really the fact that it's the main character, it's just the fact that people are changing it halfway through, and it's like, you can't just do that for diversity points.
That too.
Like, it doesn't really matter then, does it? Because you're just putting them in there just to seem like you care.
Yeah. And
speaking of gay, like when they're not actually gay, you guys ever been in the My Hero Academia community? Ugh.
Oh yeah,
There's not a single gay character in that show, but yet all of the fans are like, like every single time they see them interact, like one will say hi to each other, and there will be like 13 more fan arts coming out. It's so just overwhelmingly. I don't even know the word to describe it.
The fan base. Fan bases are just unique in some way.
Disgusting. No matter what fan base it is, there is a gross corner of it.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some that are just filthy. For
Rick and Morty, Undertale,
Overwatch,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
The freaking, if it exists, there's a porn of it. That's like the best. Yeah. What's your favorite like adaptation though, like movie or game? I gotta say, Alita Battle Angel, like it was a decent movie. I really enjoyed it. I didn't like the ending, but I really enjoyed the whole movie throughout. Like,
I actually didn't watch that.
Crap, what movie am I thinking of?
It's like if you like anime, like I say the worst adaptation would be Death Note because I couldn't see anything worse.
What about like Ex Machina?
Yeah,
Death Note was pretty awful.
Yeah, but like Alita Battle Angel, that was good, decent. The Halo like adaptations were meh.
It depends entirely on the movie. It depends entirely on the movie because I've seen some good ones. I've seen some good movies and shows.
Like was it New Dawn?
It was Until Dawn, I think. No, that's wrong. That's way wrong.
There are some great movies coming out soon.
I'll be
Until
right back.
Dawn, Halo Until
There's some great
Dawn.
movies coming out. There are great
Master
movies that
Chief
came
and
out.
a group of high schoolers go against a killer.
They have to fight a win.
Could you imagine just Master Chief as a college student?
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
Hey John, you want to go make
Just
out
like
in the snow?
After class.
John, you want to go make out? I have Cortana.
Get away from me. so
Cortana's
much.
one heck of a drug.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I wonder why they make Cortana
Honestly,
the
though.
Microsoft lady thing, Siri. I don't know why nobody uses
That thing annoyed me.
Can we-
I had to like go into my settings on Xbox
Can we
and
just
disable
understand?
that because it kept happening.
Mine was just off automatically, so I never used it.
All right, I'm back.
You were gone.
Yeah, I was like
yeah,
so
he just
quiet and I was
he
gone.
dipped out. We were just you leave and like immediately we're just a bunch of monkeys like picking the bugs out of each other's fur. Like, what do we do?
Speaking of Halo, before I left, what do you guys think of like Halo coming into like new gen and stuff, or the lack?
I'm really excited.
I honestly
excited.
don't think
I'd like
Legion's
to
going
play
to
it,
be
but
that good.
I just was not impressed with Halo.
I don't
5.
think New Gen is going to be good at all. I think it's going to be a complete fail.
Mhm.
You know what needs a remake, or like, what needs a remake? Halo Reach, like, not with
Halo
that.
Reach was good.
Like Halo Reach was good in general, but as soon as like 343 came over, it was like, well, that's trashed. It's still a good game. It still
Yeah.
has a good story. It's just certain aspects of it is just not good anymore.
Right.
And I don't know about this new one. The trailer was like, hey, Master Chief's gonna take off his helmet. Ooh, whoop-de-doo.
Everybody's
A
already
lot of
seen it.
people
It
like
never does.
If you go
They're-
a lot of
back,
they're
people
really
hated like
if you go back long enough in the cartoons, you can see his like him as like an older teenager. I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Hmm.
Like
not going to be that much different.
yeah.
but like a lot of
Speaking
people
taking off
hated
helmets, you guys
the
watch The Mandalorian?
Isn't there a new
I
season coming out?
watched most of it, but not all of it.
I think the new season's coming out soon, but that was a great show. That was really good.
Is it really?
Mm.
That was fast.
I think it's coming out like in like 5 months or something.
Oh, that's actually a pretty
I'm
fast
kind of
break.
excited.
I expected it to
Yeah.
be pretty long. Bruh. Mando.
well,
All the Baby Yoda memes are stupid. I hate it so much.
He's not
Like,
even
There's one
Yoda.
thing,
I love
you,
Baby
you
Yoda.
know what's my favorite
don't.
baby meme though?
like, there's one thing that's like
Baby Nut?
semi-cute, and then people are just like, "Oh my
No.
god!"
What's your favorite?
Like they're
Keanu.
just freaking out.
Yes.
Baby Keanu.
Baby Keanu.
Oh yeah.
The midget Keanu, that was fucking
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
Mini-Me?
I love that.
That
Yeah,
was great.
Mini-Me. The big Keanu and the small Keanu. Oh, that was perfect.
Wait. Weren't you just saying don't bring back the Keanu Reeves memes? Come on,
Yes,
man.
I was saying that.
Gosh,
Hey.
no. Those are good. Those are good.
The certain memes were decent. Keanu Reeves is just, one of those guys
Yeah,
you
but,
can't
like,
get away.
Dude,
There's a certain extent, though.
bring back
Yeah,
the Chuck
yeah.
Norris
like some
memes.
people are.
It's like the Ricardo meme. That
Well,
shit
like,
was like,
I got
whew.
one
The
out.
Keanu stuff got to such a point where like Keanu even came out and said himself, yeah, he just came out, but he said himself that like he
Keanu
was like
confirmed
extreme,
gay.
but like he said himself that like he was really uncomfortable with like all the attention and like obsessiveness about him.
Yeah, Keanu
Like,
really doesn't like
there-
the attention. It seems.
Yeah, there's like a difference between being a celebrity and just being completely obsessed over. It's the same with like
Yeah.
K-pop fans or stans or whatever
Oh,
they
gosh.
call
Hate
themselves.
K-pop with a
Oh,
passion.
be careful the way you talk because they
Yeah.
might start like coming after us. 'Cause, like,
Dude,
those
I
guys
don't
are
care.
crazy,
We
so-
can
They
get like the
literally have
K-pop
we
is so
can-
bad.
in 2 years. I don't care if we're like the most popular podcast in the world. I will continue to hate K-pop. They can all come and kill me. They
Yeah,
can hack me,
honestly.
find my address. I do not care. I will kill
Yeah.
them
Do not
all
like
with
that
nothing but a
whatsoever.
butter knife.
Just beat the shit out of them.
They just show up at your door and you're just standing there holding a butter knife.
I don't care if you like Asians, all right?
Cody is now
I'm gonna
Keanu
butter
Reeves.
your popcorn.
Bruh.
Stop
What?
liking Asians before you
Zucky.
get the corona.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the thing is,
You gonna say anything?
Someone said my name, and then I said yeah, and then it was just silent.
No, I said Cody. I said Cody
Yes,
is now
Blake.
Keanu
It truly
Reeves.
is the most interesting podcast in the world.
I said Cody is now
We're
gonna
Keanu
become
Reeves,
big
and I
boys.
corrected myself, and it was Zucky.
I'm a big boy now.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of something big, you guys seen all the corona hype? It's so dumb.
You didn't
Oh,
want to bring that
Oh,
up. Cody.
shut
This
up.
crap is so dumb. It sucks. It all sucks.
We wanted to avoid
It's
that
overhyped.
because it was overhyped. I think that was the idea.
It's overhyped.
it is.
The
overhyped.
media, it's literally overhyped.
It is. It really is.
Yeah,
In a
that's
bad
not
way.
the proper term for
In a bad way.
It's being made
Hey,
a bigger
the
deal than
best
it needs to
way- the
be. I
best
wouldn't call
way
it
to, like-
overhyped.
The best way
Yes.
to like make anybody move out of the way for you is just
Cough?
cough. Just get behind them and like just cough and say I'm Asian.
I heard a rumor.
Hey.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that North Korea is like literally executing people if they have the virus.
Yeah, they are.
That's fun.
They are.
We were just
Don't they do
talking
that on a
about
daily
that.
No.
basis?
Literally everything's
Well, I guess
closing
so,
down.
so.
904.
From my dad's side, with like my heritage with like you know the English, because my grandma from my dad's side my grandma from my dad's side is English. Well, and my dad is black. But like
They smoke
I found out that I actually have an immunity to the Black Plague, which was very, very interesting. They did tests and everything. I was like, what the fuck? You can still do tests for that?
Huh.
And like, it's still lurking around there. So like, when it comes, I'm just going to be like vibing, bro. Everybody going to be dying. I'm just going to be sitting here like, yo, what's up,
I
fam?
believe that's clinical.
Y'all
term is the
infected?
bubonic
Just-
plague.
Can't relate.
It's like sitting in your house as like the like the knights are just going through the towns like promoting their religion, praise our God, and and then you won't get the Black
Yeah.
Plague. You're just sitting
I'm
there
just-
vibing.
I'm just sitting there like opening a long chair, cracking like a fake beer, like root beer or something like
the
that, right?
Crusaders are just marching through the town.
You know, I'm just like sitting there, just all right, bro. I'm vibing, full vibe here, buddy.
Bro.
Honestly, I'm
Like
not
everybody's
scared
dying.
of the actual virus. I'm scared of the way that
Oh, yeah.
everybody is reacting to it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everybody's
mass
just freaking
hysteria.
out like it's the end of the world.
The media's reaction is just making it a lot worse.
The
Well,
media
like, the
is
thing-
like scaring everybody.
The thing
not
is,
good.
it's like it doesn't really affect you unless you have like glaring health
Yeah.
issues, or like if you're older.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, it's just
I'm not-
the elderly.
like I'm not worried about
Weak
it,
immune
but
systems.
but like my mom and my little brother both have like really bad asthma, so like I'm worried for them. But
Yeah.
I if I got it, it'd just be the flu.
Yeah.
Straight up gets the flu, coughs, everybody runs away. That's just how it's gonna be.
I'm
Yeah.
going to
Like
Florida
it's
tomorrow.
it's
so
like
I'm
full
probably
I
gonna
am
get it.
legend. Full
I am
mode.
legend.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like all by yourself. Birthday, coughs, everybody leaves. You know, you're not nobody's.
That's
celebrating
gonna
with
be
you.
you, That's gonna be
Nobody
you whenever the
celebrates your
Black
birthday.
Plague comes back. You're
Oh,
gonna be
bro,
like,
you
I
know
am legend.
I'll be vibing, bro. No need for friends when you got a bunch of beer and stuff like
Sorry, I
that.
was
All right.
absent.
God.
Yeah, yeah. When you got a bunch of root beer.
Yeah, root beer. I'm not of age. I'm sorry, media.
Dude, frankly, ginger ale is underrated.
Ginger ale is amazing, dude.
I do not like
Ginger ale
I
tastes
started
like crap.
Drinking that,
Sorry.
it was so good.
Hey, did I like introduce
Tastes
you
like
to
Like, I
crap.
really
Ginger
enjoy
ale.
ginger ale. Like Blake showed me ginger ale, and I fell in love.
Yeah, dude.
It was like one of my favorite drinks. Right after, like, well, root beer is my favorite. Ginger ale is right next
Canada Dry is where it's at.
to. Yeah, Canada Dry is. It's
There's
like,
a
I
lot
tried
of
to,
weird things that Blake will try to show you. You just have to like ignore 'em most of the time.
I tried to like
Oh,
stop
no.
drinking pop and stuff,
Cody doesn't
like
it
in
a
general,
lot.
just because like I don't want kidney stones in the future. But like
That's what I need to do.
then I started dating this girl like 6 months ago or so, and she had like an obsession with Dr. Pepper, and like that just completely made me fall out of not drinking pop. Now I also have like the Dr. Pepper plague.
Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is actually a pretty good drink also.
It is the sweet one.
Drinks in just general.
It's the sweet one.
Water's pretty.
Oh, remember when I could
Diet
get my
Dr. Pepper.
high?
Never mind.
Remember when I could do that super high voice? Oh god, I don't think I can do it anymore.
Try it.
I have a question.
The sweet one.
It's a technical
Yep.
question.
Yeah.
Still got
Does
it.
anybody else's Discord like?
I still got it, baby.
Yeah.
He still got it.
I still got it. I still got the premature voice. Even though it's weird because like
Premature.
best wording ever. No,
I got
you
the
know the
premature
weirdest
ejaculation
story?
voice.
You sound like you're talking about a pregnant woman.
The weirdest story ever, right? I was walking
That's
through
the voice he uses during
And,
premature ejaculation.
I was walking through school. Nobody's heard me talk like for the past 2 days. Walking to my 7th period class. Everybody looks at me. One kid asks for a pencil, and I talk, and he's like, "Oh shit, you're black," and I'm like, "No." Well, kind of.
Partially.
Partially. Because like I was super tired in the 7th period. I like fell asleep in every single one of my classes because I already did all the homework for it, and so I was just like vibing, sleeping and shit. And then he just heard me, and I had a super low voice, so he was just like super amazed, or I can't even say amazed. He was just like, "Whoa, my man has a deep voice."
He's like, "Oh no, I better go guard my bike."
No,
gosh.
Bro,
No.
when I was living in Fort Wayne in Indiana, right? I was living in one of those townhouses, right? I put we have a fence, a high ass fence to boot. We put our bikes back there, thinking it was safe. As soon as we took the lock off, I went upstairs to play a few games. I came back down to check on the bikes. They were gone, straight up. They were moving, and I was like, I was there for what the hell, 25 minutes? What? And I was so confused because that fences were high, fucking 6 foot.
Well, they can jump pretty high. Okay.
No, don't say that.
Hold up.
I'm done.
Hold up.
Just so you guys know, I have many black friends. I don't hate black people.
Wow. That doesn't work in this podcast there, Buckaroo.
It's well, the thing is, you know how for some reason excluding a certain whites from not saying a certain word isn't racist, but we can be racist any any other ethnicity, whatever the fuck, Asian, black, they can be racist all, but then when a black guy becomes racist, it's like, oh, big boy words, you can't use them, and
Big boy word.
I
it's
think,
what the fuck.
in my opinion, if you sanction off those words and say, "Oh, you can't say that," you're just giving them the power that you don't want them to have.
Yeah,
Actually, no.
if you
so
I understand black people go through a lot of stuff.
I
but,
get that it was it was hurtful, but
yeah.
if you just say, "Oh, you can't say that," then even swear words in general, it's just by telling people to not say it, you're making them bad. Words are words. I understand that they have history behind them, but if you just don't care about it, then no one will.
Can I say
sooner
something?
or later? Yeah.
So what's going on at my school? Actually, there's 3 black people at my school, right? And I'm mixed, so it kind of applies to me. There's nobody here to give someone the repercussions of saying that word. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna get mad at you for saying that word because there's barely any black people at my school. You know what I mean? So
right,
who's gonna get mad at you for saying that word? The teachers. But when
me and Scott, also we live out in the country, and it's a very white area. We have literally, how many do we have? 3 black people, maybe
4.
Yeah, it was
maybe
like
3 with 1 mixed, and there's just nothing to stop the racism. There's a difference between racism and joking. If you're joking, it doesn't really matter to me, even though I'm white. It's just it's not a big deal. And for the most part, whenever I've talked to black people as well. It's like they don't really care whenever it's just joking, but like there's so many people who literally just say stuff like that to start fights, and like they're picking a
That's
fight
true.
by
Yeah,
saying
like-
it.
Yeah,
Can I put my
that's how
part
it
in?
is in our school.
Like
Like you have the Mexicans in the gang, and then you got like the blacks in the gang at the school, and like
Yeah.
they'll start talking trash, being racist, just to start a fight, and it's like, yo, which part am I in? I'm mixed. Like the mixed people ain't got nothing, bro. We're like, it's like it's like, the Bloods and Crips, all that. Well, I'm a blip. I'm mixed. I'm both.
Wait,
The
I
mixed
don't
people
I'm
think
on
just
the
have
both sides.
identity.
Wait, I don't know if that's
Yeah.
They
how
just
that
have
works.
like identity complexes.
I don't think that's how that
It's
works. I don't think you have the proper facilities to say that, big man.
kind of
But like it's so bad in Texas right now. Just in general, actually, in every part of Texas, these gangs like roll rampant, and like people out here like, oh, the Mexicans are bad. They should go over walls. It's like no,
just sounded like
no, it's
Yoda.
everyone. Yeah, like they.
again, I would like to put my part in on that because I don't
Yoda
think
hates Jews.
I think just because like there are groups of people that happen to have the same skin color, I think people are focusing
Yeah.
far too much on the skin color. Because like
Oh yeah,
I think
honestly.
whenever you say there's like a stereotype to somebody, a big part of it happens to be culture. Because where that person was raised
Right.
and grew up in, that has a massive part in determining how they choose to live their life. That's a really big part of it. And I think that's a part
Yeah.
that's avoided. And I think it's racist to say, well, I don't think this, but I think a lot of other people tend to find a lot of things racist that don't really, they don't really adhere to the definition of racist.
That's not even necessary. Yeah, like some people even think like saying black is racist. Like that's
Well,
just
what are you gonna
if
say?
you say
Like,
yeah,
if you like the color
force
black.
yourself to say African American every single
Then some
time,
people are
like
offended by that
it's-
because they're not African.
yeah,
They just
because
Yeah.
like it seems like you're trying to avoid saying something that'll offend them.
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
it just makes it a
ridiculous.
bit worse.
I'll call them a peanut.
have-
Hello, my darker toned friend. But like,
Joker is
You
our
know,
word. You can say Joker,
stuff
baby.
is so weird because like, when Ebola was like a big thing, black people were getting like, big shame. Well, not shame, but like
Yeah.
there's a lot of racism
Backlash.
against black.
Discriminated.
Now that the corona's out, like the Asian people
No,
are
it's
getting it out.
Chinese. Right.
No, it's just Asians in general because like everybody,
people
every
are
time
stupid.
like any Asian in our school like are talking, they're just like, oh, he probably has the corona, stay away from him. It's like, yo, we're not even like Chinese or anything like that, and it's not even like specifically like it's not just gonna affect Chinese people. It's gonna affect a lot of different people.
Right, I feel that.
Yeah.
Another thing is,
Like it's just dumb.
I think, like, whenever you look at how people just talk in general, like, some people say things that may seem extremely offensive, but I think a big part in whenever, like, being offended at something, I think a big part in that is, like, how the words were intended. Like, not to say that it's okay or
Right.
cool to say racist things in the first place, but there's a big
Yeah.
difference between saying the N-word in like a friendly way and saying it in like a hateful manner. Those are two very different things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like I tend to be a type of person who like not necessarily under tension, but like I joke about things that may be controversial to like lighten the mood about it a little bit. Like that's just how I deal with things and all that. So like I could see how someone like me who would like let's say they were under a situation where someone like may be seeming racist.
Prove
like
me wrong.
that could easily be
Santa Claus' beard is made of snow.
mistaken.
That
Where
is
did that
true.
come from? What
Where did that come
what are you on? You were on a
well,
completely different just a completely different like biome of
what happened
existence than what we're
was,
talking about.
you know, see, the thing is, I was really just thinking about Santa.
Santa baby.
The racism
Thinking about
against fat
Poppy
people.
Santa.
Yeah, but it's about
Yeah,
a snow
well,
in my
like
roof,
not
right?
everybody thinks.
Just kidding.
Not everybody associates Santa with Christmas. Come on, man. Like
That's kinda
Santa
racist,
can
I
be
Diseases.
Santa can be associated with plenty of things, man.
Yeah, guys, come
Like-
on.
Fat
I dressed up as
fetishes.
Santa for Halloween.
Yeah.
Did you just say Santa fetid? No. That's icky.
That's icky.
Icky.
Bruh.
That's icky.
That is very, very much icky. Quoting you.
You guys want to stay on
No,
Santa?
that's like
or would you
Gunnar
mind if we got
Baumgartner.
back to like the
Oh, I
actual
shouldn't
No,
say that.
bro,
I shouldn't say
Out
names.
here, dude, all these fetishes and kinks are starting to get out of hand.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Bruh.
what's with this like increase of e-boys and it's not
E-boys.
There's a guy at my
boys.
school that
It's the standard. It's the standard. You know how
Furries.
like every generation has some. We had the emos. We had the like
The
goth.
edge
have me.
furries.
Now we have like the
not the
e-boys.
We have the
Furries, please.
Gabriels. The guy that his
And the
name's
furries.
Gabriel, and he'll make you laugh. He'll take your number. Too bad he's talking to
And the
somebody
furries.
though. But, you know, he'll take your number.
Hey,
too.
all right. I know that some people find furries weird. Some people don't like them. But like, I don't hate them. They're like really cool people. A lot of them are really cool people.
Yeah, I don't.
It's only because you made bank.
like-
I don't hate
Yeah,
them
there's
unless,
only like
like,
20
it's
videos
just
of them
out of
smashing
hand.
the windows on a car.
Okay, but if someone comes up to me, if someone walks up to me in a dog suit and they start like sniffing me or something, I'm gonna knock them out. Just saying.
I'd
Don't
just
do
be
that.
like,
I
Yeah.
don't think a man would
I'd just be like,
Don't do
just
that.
go do that somewhere else. I don't like that.
Like,
Okay,
go
in
like,
general,
tell
Yeah,
them-
like I'm not a fan of.
Like I'm not
I
gonna
just
say
view
I
it
hate
as
them.
like everyone has their thing. Just don't
Yeah.
like.
like that's my take
It's
on
it's
it.
like
do whatever you want.
it's really weird as like
Just do it over there,
Yeah.
like away from me, and I
right,
don't
but
care.
like
Whatever
It-
floats your boat.
like furries walk around in public in like these suits and they're like, hey, I like just going at it with animals, but like if you like what would someone think if it was like other kinks like walking around like
Walk around naked in Walmart. That's one of my kinks.
That may be a thing.
Or like walk around and stare at people's feet.
no, those
like
people
no
that
no
walk
one
around.
has to announce that to the public, but like furries
Yeah.
feel this desire to just be like, yes, look at me, I am turned on by animals.
You know what's weird? The people that walk around Walmart in like pajayjays. Yeah, that's
super
weird.
common.
But
Though.
JJ's.
And like and then
It's
you
not
got the stuff
weird.
where
It is
it's
weird.
I
where
find
it's
it
like
very weird. Like,
That's just people wanting to go and grab a midnight snack,
That's just
bro. Like,
informal.
you're not gonna change into jeans just
Yo,
to go and
here's-
grab a
here's
It's not
gallon of
even
ice
casual.
cream.
That's like just lazy.
yeah, it's just lazy.
Like you gotta be
Like,
presentable.
what you can have like enough. Like, why don't you just put on some shorts at least?
Like just
or,
slap
like,
some
so, like-
thin
like-
shorts on or something. Like not that hard.
Like, this is what I do, right? I wear shorts and an undershirt, and I'll change my undershirt because like I can't always wear my stuff, but like I wear shorts under, which I do sleep in, but like I also do sports in it too. But like that's out of hand. I wear like other pants
of
over it
hand.
to like cover it.
that's out of hand.
Do
Yeah.
you wear
What?
That doesn't even
Yeah,
make any
your sporty,
sense.
your sporty personality is getting out of hand. Stop, please.
I've never heard someone say
You're
out
tearing
of
this
hand,
family
like, get
apart.
out of hand. I've heard getting out of hand, but I've never heard get out of hand.
Well, there's two tenses to it there, bud. That's how English works.
Yeah.
yeah,
Why
but
is
nobody says
everyone
get out of
retard mode right now?
You can't say that.
Because we're doing a podcast. We can't.
I can
be
say
smart on
whatever I
podcasts.
like.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
Forgive him.
Everything goes quiet. Oh, sorry, dude.
Forgive and forget. God.
I frankly forget what topic we were on right there.
Yeah, same. That's. I think that's why everyone went silent.
I think we were talking about how
Sweatpants
furries
and
like
Walmart.
animals.
Oh,
yeah.
Also, like,
sweatpants.
it's stupid how like literally anything with animals gets turned into furries. Like Zootopia, that was actually a pretty decent like
Yeah.
Disney
Cody, if it
movie until the
exists-
furries got a hold of it.
If it exists,
The
there's
furries are
plenty.
Shut
like,
up.
ooh.
And like, there's this one anime called Beastars where it's like Zootopia, but if it was like much darker. Like, it actually has a really good plot and like well constructed characters and stuff. And then furries are just like, time to ruin it.
Time to.
It's literally just
make it a
Zootopia if it was like well written and produced.
Yeah, I'll take the girl. What about it?
And then the furries are just like, yeah, I'm retarded.
I'll just take.
Okay, that's mean, but you know what I mean. The extremist furries, we'll call them.
Extremist furries.
The terrorists.
Again, I don't.
Yeah, I'll sniff your butt. You got something to say about it?
Even if you have like, a
Bruh.
kink in that
Bring
area,
that animal ass.
it's
Depends
not
on
that
how well you
bad
do.
until like you start like just going, hey, look at me. This is what I do.
It starts
You should
going
be
in-
a part of it. That's not cool.
Yeah. No, it's bad when like you get to the cult type of stuff, you know?
Oh,
Like,
Speaking of forcing people into communities, you guys like JoJo?
so Disney.
bro, I watched JoJo before like it became a big ass meme.
Hold on.
It was
JoJo's
like
honestly really good. I got
it
Scott
was
into
good.
JoJo, so
Speaking of
Blake,
forcing
I'm going
people
by
into
Blake.
communities, let's talk about the Nazis really quickly.
Bro, all right.
thank
I
you.
think they're misunderstood. All right. I think they're misunderstood. Here's the thing, right? I think they were just trying to sell. They were trying to make the next tanning machine here. You know, they just messed up a bunch of times.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
say
they
yeah.
just
They're
had
just
to
trying to
release it on
they
the
were just
public
trying-
just to
like, yeah.
just to
You can't
see.
say
You
that.
And
know?
all the other
Can't-
people were just like volunteering to be part of that because like animal testing is cruel, you know? Like
Yeah.
Wait.
What's more cruel? Let's figure this out. What's more cruel?
Are you calling
Testing
Jews
humans
animals?
or
Exactly.
Are
animals?
you racist, Tommy? You racist?
Are you animalist?
Yo, Blake, not cool.
what? I didn't
Come
even
on,
say
man.
anything.
Let's not be racist. Wait, who said?
All right, are we
Wait.
just gonna like call
said the
him
thing
Blake
about-
because I'm trying to call him Scott
We
and like
established
Let's just
this
call
in
him Blake.
introductions.
Cody's calling him Blake. Yeah.
Ever just
What
bottom
are we
text?
calling him at this point? What is he? What is he?
No one's gonna say.
He is.
All right, you're Blake now.
he-
All right.
He's
all
showing
right,
me
We have a lot of
So-
kinks to work out in this first podcast here.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Call
we just
me
have
Brad
a
on the
bruh
podcast.
every 5 minutes. We just have a bruh.
We just have like silent radio for like a part of what like,
We get
like
demonetized.
here and there we just
before
have
we're
that
monetized.
silent radio.
You want to just be
Ooh.
quiet for the rest of the episode?
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
just hear like somebody's fan in the background.
I can
Like-
just blast Doom music if you want. Here, all right, everyone, shut up until the mark comes
How'd I
up.
miss that?
Isn't our
when are
episode
we
about
quitting?
over anyways?
Yeah, so that means there's not that much time. How much is it?
Fucking
We got
get
like 3 minutes, don't we?
No, we got.
We got like 3
Uh,
minutes left. Let's
no,
do it.
let's keep it a little bit longer, please.
Yeah, let's move it on a bit.
Move it
Don't
on.
keep it.
All right, well, we're gonna do like 5 minutes of just nothing
No,
but Doom
let's-
noises.
we
and
got-
you guys don't have a choice.
We got 33
Oh,
minutes on for me. That's more than this. I'll
Cody,
go
God
for
help you the next
30
time I see you. Do not blast Doom music.
Just me on my way to work
somebody-
listening to
hold on.
Rip and Tear.
Is somebody using the bathroom in the background?
No, that's
I
Doom,
am
honey.
This sounds like
Somebody's taking a big ass shit.
I can guarantee if
Oh, I
we
just
ever
blew
have a
myself
fan
up.
base, a very
cool.
small number of them will actually like metal music. So
I'm gonna have the girl that I'm talking to. She might like leave me.
But what should be our like mottos or something like that? Just some that people can just
I'll steal your
whenever
girl.
they say it, they know it's us.
I'll steal your girl.
We gotta
We're
worry
gonna have to
about
figure
getting
that out
people
later.
first, homie.
Nah, bro, let's
Yeah.
start up something, right? As soon as they get here. You know what my model's gonna be? What's up, faggot? That's mine.
Can't
right
say that.
Oh,
People are gonna hate us. Don't do that.
Monetize.
I feel like we're gonna have to blank out all of these cuss words, and it's just gonna be like.
Hey, I haven't said
Again,
a single
again.
swear this whole time, and I've gotten controversial without swearing.
Neither have I. That's because we're good kids.
Again,
You fuckers.
I'm not against. I'm not
Cody's
homophobic
are
or
the
anything,
best.
so
I'm still
like,
pretty
don't take
cute.
it too hard.
What?
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 Excuse
Did
me.
someone just say I was cute?
Wait, excuse me. Excuse me.
Just out of nowhere.
Uh,
I'm still pretty cute. You know what I mean?
Honestly, though, Blake's got a big dumpy.
I do.
Oh shit! Big
I'm
dumpy.
pretty thick.
Yeah.
Carmi
No.
Carson looking ass.
Hey,
He looks like Call Me Carson if Call Me Carson wasn't hideous.
Yeah,
I don't know, Blake. Kind
Carmi
of looks like a rat
Carson is
sometimes.
very
Carmi
much
Carson.
I'm getting Blake committed.
Carmi Carson. Oh,
If we ever get big, I will be forever known as the guy who called Call Me Carson hideous on stream.
Hardy cars.
Could you imagine? Where just it's like in the
Hardy,
future. It's like whenever.
Hardy har.
What was his name? The guy who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn. It's
Yeah,
like in the
dude.
future we're all big and like it resurfaces that I once on stream called Call Me Carson hideous. And everyone just hates me and then our streams get canceled.
No, we'll just kick you from the stream and we'll keep going.
No.
We'll just kick you from this stream.
Yeah, it's all good.
Bruh. Alright.
Bruh.
Bro.
Bruh. Bruh.
That should be our motto. That should be our motto.
He wants the
Bruh.
scrap.
Hey,
You
you
have to
wanna
say
go,
it the
bruv?
way, though.
Hey, you wanna
Bruh.
go, bruv? I'll take off your knickers and I'll fucking.
Alright, boys.
I didn't know
I think
I
it's coming close to
with
the
a bunch of
end.
weirdos.
I thought we were going for longer.
We are.
I mean, we can.
Well, just go eat yourself.
Okay.
Alright.
Fine.
Well,
Only if you watch.
I'll tell you guys when we'll stop it. All right. Say around like for me it's 9:30, but I don't know how long if that's good for
I'm
you
at
guys.
9 o'clock. How's it?
9:30.
I'm at. Wait, what?
My time zone's 10, so I would
It's
assume
9
that's just
o'clock for me,
10:30.
but I'm saying like
Oh,
should
yeah,
we end
that's
it at like
good.
9:30, 10:30?
That's good.
How about
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
No.
So
9:30.
Alright.
do we have enough time to like talk about like one of the topics on here?
Like coronavirus?
So
Kidding.
one of the best games to me,
2K19.
and I think you guys could also like say it's a good game. Rainbow
Did you
Six.
just ask
Oh,
us?
you're
Did
funny.
you just
Rainbow
ask
Six is
us
doing
what are the
really
best
well right
games
now.
seen?
Yeah.
What?
All right. I'm about to say, Ayana kind of cute. All right.
I'm feeling
No,
kind of
she
cute.
looks- Ayana looks
Speaking of
autistic.
Rainbow, I just
Right.
bought Orox, so
Orox.
Orox. Orox.
There is no O in it,
Orox.
you tard. It's Oryx. It's Oryx.
Yo,
Orox.
have you seen
Orox.
the
It's
calendar?
Oryx.
No,
How
but
do
it's
you
like-
say that, Orox?
Have you seen
No,
the
I
calendar
watched
for
the
the
streamer.
upcoming
Oh, yeah.
operates?
I watched
Did
the
you guys
streamer,
see
and that's exactly
Tachanka's
what it
rework?
says.
Rework.
Dude, Tachanka's
I haven't seen it
rework looks
yet.
bad butt.
Ooh, I need to check
Bad
that
butt,
out. Actually.
You said not
That
curse
looks
as
so
much anymore.
bad,
so-
but
I did not say
Yeah.
that. When did I say that?
no, I said that because I feel like we're just gonna have to blank out our whole entire thing.
Nah, it's fine.
We don't have to blank
curse-
anything out unless someone just drops an N-bomb.
Unless we say some like super like
Offensive.
You know,
Kim,
career crushing. I think we're fine.
Kim Kardashian
Cursing-
sex tape. Have no career.
Oh, that was sexy as fuck.
Has no career
Stop.
right
No,
it
now.
wasn't.
Unless we say
No, it
something
wasn't.
career crushing.
Oh, dude! Oh my gosh, Tachanka looks so amazing.
I know. That's what she said.
Have you
Have
guys
you not
seen
seen
the
the
like
rework until now?
calendar for the new operators
I
and
just
stuff
looked.
for year 5?
No.
I
Dude,
haven't.
it looks cool. Like I can't wait
It looks cool.
for like the like new operators. Like in season 2, there's gonna be one from Kenya and one from Denmark.
That's cool.
The one I'm looking for the most is season 4. He's from Thailand, and I was born in Thailand, so I'm like, I'm a citizen.
Oh.
Rainbow's trying to get more
So,
diverse.
I'm
I'm a
waiting for-
citizen.
Wait, so you're like an no illegal? black
I'm a
operators?
citizen.
I'm a citizen.
I'm a citizen.
I'm a joker.
You feel me? I'm the
I feel
Joker,
you.
baby.
Baby.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, but I can't wait for the newer like the Tachanka rework's gonna be cool. The like reworks of certain maps. Like certain maps do need reworks. The only map I don't want to rework is House, but it's 1 versus like a million people. So
I thought House did get reworked.
not really. Not really.
I don't think it's been reworked yet, did it?
No, I don't think it got reworked at all.
Oh,
It's
House is
getting
one of
reworked.
those, like,
It's getting
old
reworked
maps.
this year. I know that, but I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think it's
going
happened
to,
yet.
but, like,
I don't know. I haven't
House
been
is
on
one of those
Siege
maps
and
that I really enjoy, like, just normal. It's just a good
Yeah.
map. Like,
well,
everybody
I mean,
knows
it's a
it.
good
It's a
map,
classic
but
map.
like, yeah, but like from a competitive standpoint, it's not that good.
Competitive.
Cody
Check
plays
out
almost
Craig,
no
though.
Rainbow.
Craig's
From a
looking pretty
competitive
cute.
standpoint. Like,
Yeah. Well, they need to change the game for like competitive stuff. I mean, they can
Yeah,
just keep
If you go to
unbalanced
share, I
stuff.
put up the year 5, calendar.
well, they had that.
Yeah.
Oh
They
heck.
had the competition. Crap. I forget what it is. I really forget. It was
Evo?
like that one
That's a
map.
big
with the
one.
center
Oh
of the arena.
dude, that's sick.
I forget what it's called.
Season 3 is, like, classified. Like, you're not gonna know where he's from. It's gonna be cool. Like, some knock type stuff, Knock.
Well, that's cool.
Knock is just, like, nobody really uses her. Like, she was so, like, everybody was, like, pumped
Yeah.
for
Oh
her, but,
yes,
like, nobody
Knock.
really
Everyone
used her.
thought
And
she
now
was going to
nobody
be
cares.
like amazing,
Yeah.
but she wasn't that good.
Knock.
Warden
Who's
was
there?
like almost
No
useless.
one's there.
Knock knock. Who's there? Nobody.
Nobody.
Literally no one.
Oh,
Nobody cares.
how people feel when they say, "Did I ask?"
when a woman sends you a long ass paragraph to apologize or some K.
Okay.
Bruh.
K.
I didn't even do nothing, bitch.
Imagine having one. Okay.
Just hear the back.
Wait, who was that?
That was my
Is that
brother.
Shaw?
Oh, man. Dude, he was.
That
he
was
playing-
great. That was
He was
great.
playing For Honor and like he was about to.
It was just
execute
like
it,
silence.
Just got bopped.
Silence.
I didn't even say nothing.
As brother.
God.
But
That was
like,
great.
oh, Rainbow Six is doing good. Counter Strike is one of those classic games that like I don't think will die, but its fan base will like diminish, but not.
Yeah,
to
it's
the point where it'll
definitely not
disappear.
as popular as it was, but like it's still huge.
I know
honestly.
Overwatch is one of those games that like I'm hearing about that. It
Yeah.
might be like
Eh,
started to hit its peak, but like slowly.
no, it hasn't. It's not hit its peak. Like right
Not
now,
yet?
it's not super popular. Like at one point, it was pretty big, but I mean, it's still decently big. But like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
I've
not.
just
It's
heard
not
that
that
like
great.
some people are saying that it's like not doing well. It's like Team
Yeah,
Fortress. Team Fortress was like, oh, good game. Okay, I like this game. And then when you would go into a multiplayer match, there'd be like one guy playing. So it's
Right.
such a good game. Like it's
There's a
What
lot
about-
of like issues with Overwatch and like balance and stuff though, because like if you guys have ever played that recently, Moira is stupid. Like it's just so dumb. She's a DPS and a healer at the same time, and that's so like not
What do you
fair.
think? Me and you are like the
It's
only
just-
ones that play Overwatch here.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
I've played a little bit Overwatch on with a friend, but
I really like Overwatch as a concept. I think it's really good. I just think
The
the
art
developers
style
are
is
going
amazing.
around it.
I love the art
Yeah, the
style.
art style is cool.
Blake tried to get
I
me to
heard
play
that-
it, and I was like, nah.
You
I
know a
heard
game?
something about how they're gonna like make a deal with Netflix and maybe do like some shorts on there and stuff.
You know what'd be cool? Rainbow Six, like doing a big update, right? Where you get to play every single like operator's backstory, like a certain part of their like backstory, like them in a mission.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Like knock.
That would be very
if
cool.
If you were doing like a mock knock like mini mission, like she's sneaking through a base to take out like a target without like it's like a whole ass stealth mission or something. And then with like sniper girl, I don't like
Callie.
you could like
Callie.
Callie, you could do like a sniping mission where like you're taking out everybody from a distance from like a cliff or
Right.
something, and like
Yeah, that'd be
certain
really cool.
operators like Sledge, he's going in with a team and he's the one breaking through the walls and like getting through real quick, and like you have a timer before like a bomb explodes or something, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, but I don't think that's something that's gonna happen. Even if people push it, I just feel like I'll make the game a lot bigger. Another game I'm looking forward to is what is it? Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Even though it doesn't look too big right now, nobody cares too much about it. It looks like a decent game. It might be cool.
It has a decent concept, but like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just
It's like The
I have
Division.
my suspicions.
The Division
like,
is not good, dude. I bought it.
No,
and I
I'm talking
played
about
it.
like one of the concepts, right? Where in the hand, if you get like infected or hit with radiation or whatever the fuck, like it starts beeping and like you're gonna die if it like hits to a certain point. That's kind of like what they're doing in quarantine, where if you're infected, the wrist thing will like start, doing some bad stuff. You're going like you don't want to get bopped, you don't want to become a zombie.
have they shown anything for
No, but
quarantine
they'll
yet?
be using a lot of. Well, they've shown like what they're going to be using, like the weapons and stuff, and certain operators that might be in the game, like
Oh.
Ash, and I
I
think.
just assumed everyone would be in it.
But like all the guns from R6 is going to be, and plus some. I really want new guns in R6 though, certain new guns.
Yeah, they've been really lazy with adding like new guns.
But it makes sense because like it costs a lot of money to buy license for certain guns, like to have them in the game.
Well, yeah, but they can just change the names of them. That's what they've been doing.
My bad.
An underrated game, Payday 2.
Payday's very underrated.
I never played it.
Payday 2 is super underrated. Like
I
as
looked
soon as
into
I
it, but
bought
I
the
didn't end
game,
up playing it.
I bought the game and I fell in love because of the mission. And also, it's like Skyrim. It's a fun, glitchy mess. Even though it might be like here and there you'll get frustrated, you just fall in love with it because it's just fun. And when you have friends to play with, it's double the fun, triple the fun. Because like you just do the dumbest shit. And like some of the glitches are just hilarious. Like falling through the map and then falling on top of a car or like falling on top of a cop as he comes at you. And the soundtrack's amazing for that game. So like it's just one of those underrated games that I wish would become bigger, but it's not going to anytime soon, I'll tell you that.
How do you guys think Call of Duty's doing? I don't think it's doing too good.
Not great.
I think Call of Duty's just
It's
Call of
dying.
It's
Duty.
doing amazing.
It's-
Your boy
Call of
Gabriel
Duty's
here
Call of Duty.
thinks it's amazing. It's really good.
It's not.
It's perfect. Love you, Call of Duty.
Like, I
Love
don't
you, Call of Duty.
It seems like whenever
sponsor
Modern
me,
Warfare
please,
came
Call of
out,
Duty.
everybody wanted to play it. And like everyone
Right,
was like,
because
yeah.
Modern Warfare
now
looks like it
everyone's
was
just
gonna like heavily change the like how they did things with it and whatsoever. Or
You know
not
what I
whatsoever,
feel like they're
but
gonna
whatnot.
do? They're gonna like try to remake, like how they remade the Modern Warfare campaign. I feel like they're gonna try to remake the Black Ops. And I don't know.
Oh jeez.
I don't know about
Eh,
that shit.
maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the campaign in that game was pretty good in
Mhm.
Modern Warfare, but like they acted like they were gonna change a whole lot of stuff, but they really didn't all that much. Like the gunplay in the game feels really good, but it still feels like the same Call of Duty that's been released every single
It
year.
changed
and,
my
like,
heart.
It changed my heart.
Okay.
Some guy just
But,
TK'd me.
like
'cause
the
I
Becomes,
got it.
customization
like,
on the
more of a
guns is really
douche.
good, but like otherwise it's the same thing.
Well, the thing with the Black Ops, the newer Black Ops, was what I hated about it was you had to have operators instead of just being able to play like, a certain thing. You have to have operators and all that. I was like, what is this, Rainbow?
Yeah.
Oh, a game that really needs to be remade. Another game that needs to be remade, Demon Souls. Like I don't know. A lot of people don't like Dark
I doubt
Souls.
they would do that.
Yeah, they're not
haven't-
going to. But like, the thing is,
I really
is, like,
doubt that like the what's her
FromSoft
name?
ain't gonna
From
do it.
Software would do that.
Yeah. But it would be cool. Demon Souls was like the beginning of an amazing thing. The Soul series, Souls-like games. Like Sekiro was good.
Sekiro was really fun.
Sekiro,
I liked it a
Sekiro.
lot.
All the not Dark Souls 2. All right, if you like Dark Souls 2, I don't like you. I'm gonna kill you.
I played it and I
Die.
stopped playing it.
Dark Souls 1, a masterpiece. Demon Souls, masterpiece. Dark Souls 3, a lot of fan service, but it was a masterpiece. The music was amazing. The ending, phenomenal. I just love the Soul series, except 2. Okay, I don't like 2. That's my last name. I don't like 2.
Why don't you like 2?
I don't like myself. I don't like myself. So
Oh,
it makes
that's
sense.
depressing. All right, I'm sorry to hear that.
Very nice.
Depression hits hard, man.
It really
It's
do.
right in the old butt.
It really do. But it's you that has the it's you that needs to change. Not change, but you need to look for a positive outcome.
Yeah.
Hey, what's again, I cannot think of the name of this game, dude, but it was a third person. It was really popular on 360. And you played as like the son of Satan or something. And like you went around with like a scythe and like,
Diablo?
was it Diablo?
Was it Diablo?
I don't believe so. Cause like I was thinking Diablo.
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was it the one where you like killed your family in like different ways? Like there was that one where your like aunt was in the bathtub or something, and then you had to like drop a toaster in it or something.
No, I don't think
Or not a toaster, a hairbrush.
No, you like went around the city and like
Not a hairbrush.
and you killed like demon spawn, and like you had a choice between like angelic weapons or demonic weapons.
Was it called? Was it Prototype? Was it that?
No.
Is it
Devil's
Lucius?
May Cry.
He said a scythe. I don't think it was Devil's May Cry.
It is. It was Devil May Cry. That's what it was.
It was? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
It was a
Oh,
good game.
I didn't know you had
There's a
scythe in
Devil's May Cry 5, and I think it's really good. I've seen a little bit of it. Not a lot.
I really like the fact that they're remaking the Resident Evil series because that was one of my favorite series
Yeah,
also.
that's gonna be good.
And like Res 3, it looks really good. I really like it. Res 2
I feel like a game.
was good. For
I
sure.
feel like a game they should remake is Tomb Raider. They should remake that.
Well, they kind of did.
The Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did, but like, I mean, it was pretty big. It
It was
wasn't.
big
They
on
should
original
remake the
Xbox
original.
and 360 and one. I mean, like,
Wait, guys, did you play this game? Did you guys have PS2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play the game with the raccoon dude, Sly Cooper?
Yeah,
Psychic
dude.
Unit.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Dude, that game was so good.
That was the best.
dude, I legit had a.
There's like a
Jimmy
big
Neutron
red
game.
dude.
Anyone
I
here
had
play
a-
Smash?
Getting remaked.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Smash.
You guys
Who do you
remember the
guys
game
think the
about
next
like that
Smash
family?
character will be?
It was like a family. It was like
Someone.
shoot.
Don't know.
Someone.
Gonna be
Wow,
fun.
Someone.
Thank you for the contribution.
Oh.
We're a real intellectual
Oh, I know the
podcast
Duck
here.
Hunt.
No,
the
no. The
sequel.
Last
you
of
guys-
Us Part 2, dude. Oh, The Last of Us was so good, dude.
Did you guys ever play Meet the Robinsons?
Excuse
Or
what?
did you
No.
ever watch the movie?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched
The
movie.
game?
Yeah, there's a game.
There's
There
a
was a
game.
game?
Yes, there's a game on Xbox 360. I have it. It is so
Huh.
weird. You have to like find the gun, and you have to like.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sure it was very good. You know, I also enjoy some Shrek Super Slam for the PS2. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Anytime I'm bored, I just pop in that classic.
Dude, you know what really slapped though? You know what really slapped was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know?
Oh, you remember those like really cheap like console-esque things where you just like it looked like a Power Ranger
Like
or
the
like
plug and
like
plays.
some type of like movie. Yeah, you just plug in and then you just like into the
Yeah,
TV.
plug and plays.
Those were the kings. Yeah, the plug and plays. Those were the fucking kings. All right.
Like Disney Infinity.
I have a
That's like a
SpongeBob
rip off
one.
of all the old ones.
I had the Power Ranger, like all the Power Ranger ones, but I sold them.
Blake, I have the SpongeBob one too.
Is it like the square-headed
Oh,
one,
it
or is
was
it like
so
a
funny.
unique SpongeBob?
I had one where it was the pineapple and then the stick was SpongeBob's nose.
Yeah, I didn't have the pineapple one, but I had like it's just one where it's like SpongeBob's face and his nose is just sticking out of it. Like
Yeah, I used to have that one, but I have the pineapple now.
Plug and plays aren't really worth
So-
anything. I tried to sell them, but well, it depends on what it is.
Yeah, plug and plays were like a... So other than games and like, what are your thoughts on like movies and stuff?
Movies.
Any upcoming movie that you're like really anticipating? Well,
I'm not
we're
anticipating
gamers.
Honestly,
any
there
of
we
hasn't
don't-
been a lot.
coming
Yeah.
up. Not a one.
What
There
about
hasn't
the
really
The
been
Impractical
one.
Mulan,
Jokers movie?
the live action Mulan movie.
It looks alright. I mean, I'll probably watch it, but
Most
I'm
likely,
not super excited about it.
it's one of those movies that like most likely gonna watch. We're just gonna be like, it's a movie.
Also, this is
Right.
an old topic, but like it's hard to find people who like will actually discuss it without getting angry. How do you guys feel about Black Panther? I thought it was like meh.
Oh,
It's overrated.
Yeah.
It was overrated.
I thought it was like
It
below
was
average.
decent.
Like it was so
Yeah, it wasn't
then,
that
like,
good. It's kind of boring.
the one guy won like a bunch of awards for
Yeah.
being black pretty much. Like he just won diversity points. Like it wasn't that good of a movie. It was just overhyped because people were like, "Oh
I
yeah,
liked
diversity,
it.
let's go." I mean, it was
alright.
alright. It's just it wasn't like what people made it out to be.
Oh, okay.
This is such a like controversial topic, but like
It's not really that
Yeah.
controversial.
well,
Yeah, it's
probably-
not that
it's
controversial
not
like
super
when we talk about it, but if you would
Yeah.
talk to like people who I don't know, like there's very defensive fans about it who
Yeah,
will just call you racist if
likely.
you say anything bad about it.
I'm racist.
That-
I'm
that would
joking, I'm not.
just out of
Oh.
nowhere.
Okay.
racist.
Huh, gotcha.
I am of against the race. See, I do not like NASCAR. I do not like races at all. All right, I don't like
does?
NASCAR. I don't like Asphalt 8. I don't like any racing games. I don't like
Asphalt 8? That's like a mobile game.
Yeah, that's like iPad.
You couldn't at least
I
say
like
like Forza or
Asphalt
something.
8.
I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, oh,
Asphalt 8.
mobile game, yes.
Yeah, okay, Asphalt 8.
Hey man, that game was like one of the best. All right, I can't say.
Shut your mouth.
For a mobile game, it was good.
No.
Wait, what game?
Yes.
No mobile game is good.
What game are we referring to?
Raid Shadow Legends? Yeah, we're sponsored.
Call of Gun.
Hey guys, you wanna get
We're
sponsored?
sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, everyone.
All right. Did somebody say
Raid
Raid?
Shadow Legends.
Speaking of Raid Shadow Legends, just a word from the sponsor.
You know, it'd be funny if like after a little bit they like listen to this shit and they just like sponsor us. That'd be like,
Dude,
They get
if Raid
paid
Shadow
like
Legends
500K.
sponsor us, I would straight up just tell them no. I don't care how much money.
Same here. honestly.
Raid Shadow
You
Legends.
will not play Ghost.
I have standards.
I have standards. The most anticipated. What is it again?
It's an RPG game.
Oh, I couldn't care less to listen to. I would always skip whenever I heard Raid.
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 Raid. Oh, nope.
Raid Shadow Legends. More like, okay, I don't care.
Nobody does,
Boom. Got him.
What?
except for the people being sponsored by.
Did I
That was
ask?
a big roast.
Did I?
I bet they're gonna try to sponsor us just because we're saying this. They're gonna be like,
Dude, they reach
Yo,
out
what's
to
You guys are saying
every
this,
single
but like
person.
this is our first ever thing.
Yeah. We're just
No,
looking in the
yeah.
future, looking in the bright future ahead of us. Even
Yeah.
though
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
our
see,
billion-dollar future.
I feel like the future I see is a big ass tunnel with one white light that's gonna take like a mile run to get to.
Sure,
Hey,
you're not just
here's
talking about your
another
death.
topic going around right now. What about
Whoa.
NFL? Like,
Are
you
you
guys
making?
even following that?
Whoa.
No.
I don't even. I
Dude,
don't
Tom
watch
Brady. Tom Brady got moved to the Buccaneers.
Did you hear about Tom Brady?
Yeah,
kissing
well,
his
Tom
son
Brady also
passionately?
kisses his son.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's like
Someone
making
had
He
his way.
literally
their
made
son.
out with his son on camera. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's making his way to become a pope. All right.
I don't mind.
He's training. He's training.
All right, whoever said that, die.
Pope Brady.
Oh God.
that'd be
No.
that'd be scary as hell.
Like when he gets like really
Yeah.
old.
I think Tom
Oh,
Brady's a great
God, that'd
father.
Tom Tom
Dude.
Brady is no. He's
I think this man that can spiral a ball is a good father.
You know, this is how
Dude,
he would baptize
no.
people. By, like,
Shut up. I don't care if I'm interrupting. I need to say this. So like, what was I don't know if you guys have seen like the actual video for it, but he literally like his son walks up. He asks him about something. I think he asked like for screen time on a game or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But like he's like, yeah, just give me a kiss first. And then like kissing your kids on the lips is kind of weird. Like I get if they're like a baby or
Yes.
something, but like
no, not even a baby. The heck?
I don't know. It's
Why
just,
would you kiss a baby on the? Bro, it's worse if it's a baby, you weirdo.
God,
All right,
worse
anyway,
than
Any situation.
Anyway,
It's not okay to kiss a
Who are you?
2-year-old on the lips, but it's okay to kiss a newborn child on the lips, guys. It's totally.
all right. Baby didn't consent. Moving on.
Baby didn't consent.
But like,
Baby becomes a dyke.
what happened was he was like, "All right, shut up." Good God. All right. Anyway. But like he walks in, he asks for whatever it was, and then Tom Brady's like, "Yeah, just give me a kiss first." He walks over, gives him a peck on the lips. He walks out of the room, or like almost out of the room to the door, and Tom Brady's just like, "That was just a peck." And keep in mind, like Tom Brady is on a table getting
Yeah, I
like a
saw this.
massage from a therapist, and he's like in nothing but shorts while doing this, and then he calls his son over for another kiss because it was quote just a peck, and then he literally has like a 3-second kiss with his son. It was so gross.
I don't know about you.
gotta
but that
show-
was my first
You
porno
gotta show
I've
the
ever
love,
watched.
man.
Or
Oh, shut your mouth.
Oh, gosh.
And
we got 5
No.
left, boys.
2019 softcore.
All right, we need to start. We need to start saying our goodbyes, our sad goodbyes.
Sad goodbyes.
So pretty much, if anybody even is gonna listen to this, I'm not gonna be back for like the next couple episodes because I'm going to Florida to get the coronavirus. So
We're
I'm going to
either
Florida too. But
what
I'm
do you
still
think we
gonna
should be
hopping on for the
doing?
podcast.
either every.
I can't
what
take my
do we want to do it
Xbox.
every day, every other day, or like every once a week? or
every
something?
2
How about
days, I
like
think.
twice a
Every
week?
other, yeah, every 2 days. Twice a week? Yeah, we can do that.
twice
How
a
about
week
3
doesn't sound
times?
bad.
3 times a week.
2 to 3. We can
3
go
times
anywhere
a week.
between 2 to 3.
I mean, we have plenty
Monday,
of time to
Monday,
discuss it.
Hold on.
Wednesday, and the
Wait.
rest of his break.
I want to ask this girl out. Can I do it?
No, how about
Yeah, go
how
ahead.
about
bro.
Thursday,
Are we gonna do it on-
Friday,
Yeah,
and
bro.
Saturday?
On the
Yeah, I'm
podcast.
gonna do it on the podcast, and I'm gonna show it to her.
All right, let's go.
Do it.
I'm gonna tell her to watch it.
Call her,
No,
call her,
no,
do it.
wait. We should just invite her to the Discord. Does she have
No,
Discord?
no. Like, cause she's not ready for that at the moment. You know what I mean? You know what I
All right,
mean? Like, I
But
gotta.
go ahead.
Why can't we just invite her?
go ahead, Gabriel.
No.
Go do your thing.
No, yeah, all right. Olivia, will you go out with me? Thanks. All right. Anyways, next.
All right, first person to say their goodbyes, Cody. Go ahead.
All right, see you later. I won't be back for like the next episode. So
Gabriel.
nothing.
Nothing. Dead silence.
All right.
Sucky boy. Come on, Zuck.
Shut up. I hate you all. I'm just kidding. Love you.
All
I
right,
don't
Blake.
know.
All right.
We don't even have any fans, so it doesn't matter.
Adios, Voso, Tros, Voso, Drop.
I love you all.
I'll see you next time. Glad to have you.
I love you all, Zero fans.
And if
We're
anybody
just
else-
saying goodbye, it could be like years until anyone finds this.
if anybody does listen to this, if anybody likes what we talk about, please spread the word. Get us big. We don't care if it's big in a bad community or a good community. Just get us big.
We'll worry about the good
Yeah,
and the bad.
No,
You know,
no,
it
I think we
doesn't
do care
matter.
about the community. We don't
I
want to be
think
like
we
the
do
next
care.
We'll
Undertale.
carry
We
it.
don't want to be the next Undertale, homie.
Nah, yeah, but if you are watching, we really thank you. Thank you for actually taking your time to listen to our podcast.
Thank you
And,
all.
Wait, I haven't said bye yet. What the world? Wait.
No one cares.
You had your chance. You don't get a second chance.
Okay, I'll say bye right now. Okay, bye. And by the way, please say yes. I don't want to be alone. All right, go on.
Yeah, it'll be a date the guy.
All right, you guys have a good day and catch us on the next podcast.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.